Uh, Hello, everybody. This is Preston Polder here with Pocket Jazz Comics, and joining me is Vicky Verse, who has her own YouTube channel.
Well, hey, everybody.
And Vicky will be able to do our feminine voices, although I don't know if anyone's presenting pages today, but I did have a special treat I wanted to go through, or I don't know, a special, but like it's certainly something that back when I used to be doing screenplays and whatnot, the thing is it's so rare that a screenplay gets made into anything that seeing the process of what you wrote get translated to something is unusual. I mean, if you see that, then you're a very select person, because that means your screenplay actually got made. So, but in comic books, it's dramatically easier, and I kind of wanted to show, because I think it helps stylistically if you go, okay, the artist, I wrote this and the artist did that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I'm gonna be opening some stuff. So I'll be going through some of that. And hello, Mecca McCheese, and Mecca. The link is in the link is in the Discord if you wanna jump on, or if anyone has any pages or anything. But if no one does, here I'll start presenting these two things. So, all right, click share screen, application window. Okay, so this is page 1. Hopefully everyone can see that. And here, I'll make it a little bigger, I think. Does that help? Okay. All right, so it calls for 4 panels. So panel 1, we have, and I'm not going to bother with the dialogue because we're just dealing with sketches. So this is where the artist is drawing what I wrote. So panel 1, I got a caterpillar eats a leaf. Panel 2, I got a caterpillar spins a cocoon. Panel 3, I got a butterfly emerges from the cocoon. And then panel 4, Guinevere, dressed as we last saw her number 2, leans against the wall just outside of a closed door labeling MRI observation room. She holds her hand to her ear nearest to the door, which glows with a faint magic. So, all right, so 1 page, 4 panels, and then you got to think, okay, well, how would those be oriented and all that, and kind of get a mental picture. And then now I will show you what. Now I'm going to show you what the artist turned in. So here we go. We got 3 panels. Panel 1, we have a caterpillar eating a leaf. Panel 2. Now I said spins a cocoon. Instead, we just have, what's up, Mecca McCheese?
Hey.
Hey, Mecca.
Congrats, Comicsgate.
Hey.
Hail.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad to see.
I for one welcome our new Comicsgate overlord.
Exactly. Thank you. I'm Alfonso. How have we improved? I'm curious. I mean, look, I'll tell you this. This is probably not the best show for like garnering a YouTube audience, but it is a good show for a comic creator like myself, because it makes me write and it makes me talk about writing, and ultimately that's what I'm here to do. So
yeah, that's why I was curious to come on today. I actually sat down and tried getting a script ready for this week, but I couldn't decide if to split my time between writing about what needs to be drawn and writing the dialogue.
This is cute. Hey, oops, wrong place.
Sort of the wrong place.
Yeah, sort of the wrong place. But yeah, it did. Or well, I don't know if I told you, Mecca McCheese, but I was hanging out in the War Campaign Discord on Sunday for a few hours.
Oh yeah, a lovely place.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I've been in there once or twice.
and Ro had invited me, and like, so initially, like I came in, and what do you mean you'll tone down? I'll tone it down. I don't know what it is that you will tone down, but okay. But I first I logged in, and like other people log in as like, anonymous account so they can just lurk. But I'm like, no. So it's like Pocket Jack Comics has joined the Discord. And somebody immediately said, "Is that Sketch?"
Oh, Sketch.
And then someone else goes, "No, dude, Roe invited Preston." And then there was a long, awkward silence until Roe finally comes on and is like, "Hail, Pocket Jacks!" And then, of course, they all have to join in the freaking chant, "Hail, Pocket Jacks, welcome, brother!" And I just said, "I ain't hailing shit."
Oh, you probably broke their little hearts.
I know. And they're like, "Join us in the voice chat." I'm like, I don't even do that with people I like. Look, so but we did have some calm, rational discourse. There was no we weren't calling each other any names. We were just sitting there, and they were asking me questions, and I was giving them calm, reasonable answers, and they were acting quite reasonable for 2 or 3 or 4 hours until eventually they decided to kick me out. And then yeah, and I was telling Vicky, I'm like, I don't know how long they're gonna let this go, but I'm perfectly fine with it because a cult, if there's one thing a cult can't take, it's calm, rational discourse. So yeah, sure enough, after a while, they're like, too much conversing. Stop. So anyway.
Yeah, I was hanging out in there until Sketch Therapy said he wanted to put his fingers around my neck and stop me from breathing. I was like, I'm not dealing with this.
Yeah. So if we go here to panel 2, in the script I said a caterpillar spins a cocoon. Here we just have a cocoon. So
fire the artist.
Exactly. So just reply and go, "You fired."
You didn't have it spinning, Jack.
Oh, okay. Referring to okay. If you did talk about them or did not talk about them, it went right over my head. So anyway, but so here I gotta go. Do I want so potentially panel 2 is an issue. And then panel 3 is, a butterfly kind of breaking free from a cocoon. And in both these panels, like he's kind of just drawn cocoon, drawn butterfly. He's not drawing, the interaction of the spinning or the interaction of, the butterfly breaking free. And so, both of these things I think are probably easier to draw. It's probably easier to just draw a cocoon than it is to draw a caterpillar breaking free from a cocoon. And similarly over here with the butterfly, like, a caterpillar spinning a cocoon or a butterfly breaking free from a cocoon. I think those are probably more sophisticated drawings. So here I feel like he's like, well, what if I just submit these things? And if they don't tell me to correct it, then I'm golden. That's fine. But when I'm giving notes, particularly like, to the Shitty Web Comics brothers and stuff, where they're like going, maybe do this, or maybe do that, or maybe I'm like, you need to put down in your script everything you want to appear, because the artist is going to typically look at it and go, what's the fastest, most efficient, some might say laziest way I can do this? Hello, Crypto.
Oh, hail, brothers, brothers, hail your mother's brothers. It is a glorious day. It is a glorious day. Hail, Papa Preston, our glorious, beautiful sunbeam.
Oh, man, you do that too easily.
Oh, brother, no, brother, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. You are the Saul Invictus. This is your Jewish name, I believe. Saul Invictus.
All right.
The unconquerable son. Here he is.
Anyway, so the advice I was giving to the SWC brothers was, you need to be clear on everything you want in there and just approach it with the mentality that the artist is going to do the least amount of work possible to, turn the page in. And not that they're going to make it look bad, but, like, that's a good looking cocoon, but it wasn't necessarily what I wrote. And, the butterfly looks fine, but that also, it wasn't exactly what I wrote, kind of thing. When you approach writing, I think you have to be very clear on what you want them to draw, because in my opinion, the more you say, whatever you want to do, or the more leeway you give them, the more they will kind of steer that towards the thing that requires the least amount of effort. So.
Undoubtedly the most valuable opinion in Comicsgate, brother. Hail.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm going with this one. Never trust anyone who calls other people brother. I think that's sound advice. If I was to write a book about life, it might start there. And then
delete that, brother.
Exactly. All right, and then issue 2, so the issue. Or, I'm sorry, panel 4. I think panel 4 looks pretty good. This was just the sign here for the MRI, and she's got the magic around the hand, up to the ear, near the wall. So panel 4 is, I think, everything I expected, as is panel 1.
So how much could you change this at this point if you wanted to?
A ton. I could just say, like, no, start over. Because these are just what's known as layouts. Oh,
Thumbnailing, or is this a different?
Because it's Preston Poulter, the owner of Comicsgate. That's why the artists better listen when he speaks.
Exactly. Anyway, but yeah, so this is all right when it comes to comic books. So typically, writers got the script, and then they'll turn that into the penciler. Well, at least, and when it comes to my books and all the books I've worked on so far, usually we got penciler, inker, colorist. Now, a lot of other books will just have artist. So then, you got the same guy doing penciler, the same guy doing ink, and all that whatnot. But if you have this division of labor, then it is the penciler's job specifically to render the sketches, or breakdowns, as they're called. So these are the breakdowns where they take your script and they turn these back to you. So this is kind of a rough sketch outline, but it also shows you the panel layout, and as well as panel composition. And then you should compare it to the script and look at dialogue, because they're not going to be putting in dialogue. That comes later. And if you happen to have a character who's saying a lot of words, but the penciler didn't give them a lot of room, then that might be another thing. You got to go, no, you got to create more headspace here in this panel, and so on. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, Crypto's almost too good at that. So yeah. Anyway, but yeah. So this is page 1, and then I'll show you page 2. I'll pull that up next. All right. So we got share screen, and then application window, and then boom, here we go. All right. So that's page 1. I'm going to go to page 2. So page 2, I got the Page of Wands tarot card. So I will let me actually show this this reference, and then hold on.
You're limited to detail on the blood pressure, huh?
We'll get to that in a minute. You all requested what?
Crypt row. Crypt row.
Welcome to Crypt Row, like we always do about this time.
Yeah. For whatever reason, that URL wasn't working, but here, I'll find another one.
You have to call this the writer's back hole now.
There you go. Page of Wands.
We like in the new CG, we like front hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, we switched that around real quick. That's all part of the all new, all different war campaign that I'm leading. We started 2 factions. We've got War Factor, and we've got War Force. Risey leads War Factor, and myself and Rumble, we split the duties on War Force.
All right, let's see.
I heard somebody had battle campaign set up.
Yeah, that's John Delarose.
He runs battle campaign.
He runs battle campaign. Battle Chrome tab. Here we go.
See. Under Preston's tutelage, we've become more like the X-Men in the '90s, where there's many different groups, but we're all working towards the same purpose.
So this is the Page of Wands, from like the Rider-Waite tarot deck that came out like right around the turn of the century, like 1900.
You know what that kind of looks like? Like if it was bigger.
Go for it.
Well, kind of looks like, I don't want to say his name.
There we go. Okay, fair enough. All right, but
Preston.
But all right, so
you should get a hat like that, Preston.
I should get a hat like that. So
And an
there's
ascot.
the Page of Wands. I'm gonna close that. And then I go.
You're the wand
here.
master.
I am the wand master.
Mm-hmm.
And now.
Oh, Vicky. Oh, hi.
Hi, Crypto.
How are you, mommy? I can't do that. It's too creepy for me.
That's too
Mommy?
creepy for
Mommy?
me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there were a few people that commented, and I was really surprised. They were like, I had to skip that part. It just freaked me out.
I couldn't watch Liam's benedictions to EBS.
Can't watch Liam's existence.
There's never been somebody a purpose built.
Yeah, purpose built for success. They were like, there was a number of like malapropisms in there, as you say. One is he said he's reinvented the wheel. I'm like, well, reinventing the wheel is actually not a good thing. That means that you have wasted your efforts.
Who reinvented the wheel?
Well, if you listen to that clip of last week in Comicsgate, he credits Ethan Van Sciver as reinventing the wheel.
Well, he reinvented the spiel.
You're right.
Yes.
And he also said he's going to be, a footnote in history. I'm like, that's also not a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Don't tell Troy Torres he loves feet.
Okay. So Liam was burning pixels out of my monitor. He is also intensely red. So yeah. But, all right. So page 2. So you see the layout that I'm giving the artist here.
He kind of took Orange Man Bad to a whole new level, didn't he?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Elizabeth will be the central figure, playing the role of the page. In her hands, she holds a large ball and stick model of a DNA molecule instead of a staff the tarot card would normally use. Sniper's concerned face and body can be partially seen from the right side of the panel on the display monitors. Now, this is not going to be there. This is typically added by the colorist, that kind of stuff later. And we don't need to worry about dialogue. So now let's
Can you just show us the vector stock? Damn, it's gone now. I was just curious to see what you'd chosen. I always find it interesting when a writer has something that specific, because a lot of writers aren't specific at all.
What is victim?
Yeah,
stock?
I don't even buy vector stock. What does that mean?
Well, that was just the website that you were referencing for the Egyptian hieroglyphics.
Oh,
I just wanted you to go to the URL.
Okay. I just got there via a Google search, but so here we have what he's turned in, and what do you think? Thoughts, comments?
Well, I was only on the vector images so far.
Okay. All right.
I hadn't read the whole thing.
Okay. Well, I
mean,
showed you.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks fine. Is it accurate to what you wrote, though?
Right. The one thing
Seems like she should be in the center.
She looks a little old.
Well, I mean, the appearance of the character is, what the character.
She doesn't look anything like Ethan in that the one.
I beg to differ. I think she looks exactly like Ethan somehow.
He should put his hair up,
guys. Anyway, so
nice.
the one note I think I had was because I wanted it to look more like the Page of Wands, the tarot card, in terms of this needs to be a, like it's supposed to be a wand, so this needs to be larger, I would say. So yeah.
You have a large wand, Preston.
There you go. Exactly. Okay. So my note to the
more like it should look more like a staff than a wand.
Right. Yes. More like a staff.
Broad staff.
More like a staff. So
Preston swings a broad staff.
There we
go. Watch out.
So that's page 2. I feel all right. I feel sorry for Rose's wife, though she looks like it.
What?
Why
would you say that? That's right.
Yeah.
She's probably a lovely woman.
Yeah, I have reinvented speaking. So let's see. All right. So next I will show page 3, and I'm probably doing this like the least efficient way. Sure. All right. Page 3. We got 3 panels. Panel 1. Winifred continues to lean in and listen, her hand affixed to her ear and glowing faintly with magic. Then panel 2, Guinevere walks down the hallway towards a door near a glowing red exit sign. A sign to the side of the door displays the symbol of the stairway. Her amulet glows green. Panel 3, large panel, Guinevere opens the industrial metal stairway door and walks into the stairwell. One stairwell goes up, offering the experienced concrete and metal stairs leading to an above landing. The stairs going down, however, lead to a dark spiritual reality. Each descending stair appears more earthen and volcanic. The presence of the demon subtly twists the astral nature of the room from what would normally resemble Eric's office to the more demonic and hell-like, think H.R. Giger meets Hieronymus Bosch. Viviax, the succubus, sits on a large skull in the landing behind the facade. That's, everybody knows what Lucy's psychiatrist booth looks like, right? I don't need to show that, I assume.
No.
You don't know what Lucy's psychiatrist?
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like
Peanuts?
the Iron Throne or
Peanuts?
something?
Hold
No.
on.
You know, like the cartoon strip Peanuts?
Peanuts.
Yeah. The
Just from
cartoon
that.
strip Peanuts. Yeah, hold on. Let me show it real quick.
He probably thought you were talking about that shitty movie by Luc Besson.
Okay, hold on.
That dude made a lot of shitty movies.
Yeah, he made some good ones though too.
But Charles Schultz didn't.
No. Charles Schultz is a real G.
He was really nice. I met him once.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where was it?
All
I
right,
don't want to
this
dox
is
you, but I'm just
this
curious.
is Lucy's psychiatry booth. So you've probably seen this, but I mean, if you've ever watched a Peanut strip, eventually this will work its way in there. I think it's.
Oh, I just misheard you. Yeah, I thought you said her psychiatry throne or something.
No. Well, all right. So now let's go back to the script here.
Let's
see application window.
General Grudge asks, "Is this Comicsgate live?" It is, isn't it? I think it is.
Why, yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. Welcome. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
So here's panel 3. Guinevere opens the industrial metal stairway down and walks in. Yeah, okay. So Viviax, the succubus, sits on a large skull in the landing behind the facade that mocks Lucy's psychiatry booth from Peanuts with, the image to it. The booth appears to be made of the remains of people, including some faces that appear alive yet frozen. Viviax peers out from beneath an awning above her head, which reads all questions answered. The font suggests supernatural evil and insanity. The writing on the table in front of Viviax continues, the succubus is in, with the N being, part of a flip sign that, like the one that we are spoofing. So now I will now pull up what the artist turned in. All right, there we go. All right, so here's the sketch. So here we are, panel 1. She is outside the thing. She's listening. She's got her hand to her ear. It's glowing magic. We've got, there's going to be some dialogue, and we have some room for that. So that's neat. Which Guinevere? The one from the Divinity Factory. That one. Yeah, of course. Come on. Oh, this is volume 3. So this is volume 3, page 3 that we're looking at now. And I'm going to do a crowdfund on this one as soon as I finish White Lily 5. So this is probably like 3 months away or so. But, it's when you got to start working on the art, because rapid completion, that's my goal. So I want the book done before I put it up. And then here she is. Now she's walking down the hallway. He's sketching.
She's putting up her hand to her ear again.
All right. Well, she's doing that in panel 1, but in panel 2, no. And then
is she doing it because she loves Hulk Hogan?
I don't even get that one.
Brother.
I got it.
Thank you, Vicky.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mommy.
And then panel
that one again.
3. So here she's looking out, and we got some stairs. And then panel 4, there's Viviax and the booth. So
How'd you come up with the name Viviax, Preston Poulter?
I just came up with that.
Okay, just a question.
Exactly. So, what do we think of this one?
I actually like this quite a bit. I don't care if you like it or not, to be honest, even if you are the leader of Comicsgate.
All right.
I'm not sure about the panel with the stairs, though.
Right.
It doesn't quite, because I think what you were trying to do is going up. It's more realistic, like in the now, right?
Yeah.
And then going down was supposed to be going down into the depths.
Yeah.
And that just both sides look kind of Eschery, and the down doesn't look like it's going down.
Right. Exactly. Yes. So that was my note is, because look, we've been in, parking garage or industrial stairwells, my entire life,
You should move somewhere else.
Yeah. We don't know what those look like.
Your parents aren't as cool as I thought they were.
Exactly.
Make you live in that. That's rude.
So here, let me show you what what the notes on it were. I think I have some of the corrective sketches. Now I'm humming the peanuts. Okay, yeah, here we go. So these were the revisions from Blund, my colorist and editor. So he using computer and his own little sketch pad was like, no, we want, and this is more what I wanted. We have an up, which is going one direction, and then we have a down, which is coming the other direction, and then we have a landing. So yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is she going to slide down the rail?
She's not going to slide down the rail.
She should slide down the rail.
And
She should slide down the rail.
You can do like a really great splash page with her split leg, like showing a little bit of panty peek.
All right.
No?
No. So, and then
still going for that lesbo crowd then. Okay. Fair enough, Preston.
It never hurts. Never hurts.
No offense, Vicky.
Exactly.
None taken.
And then and then we got Viviax, and so yeah, my main note was here on panel 3, but I did say, like, I want to make sure that there's enough room here, and so he went back on another revision and actually, made him take the desk up a little bit, or at least, make sure that there was room to have, 2 lines. The succubus is in. So
Succubus is in. I like that, actually. Yeah.
So that's Guinevere, page 3, or volume 3, page 3. Let's see. All right. Oh, hold on. And I think I can go through volume 4, page 4. Yeah, I think I can show you 4 as well. So here's Guinevere looks to the world outside the stairwells, which exists just as it did before. A nurse pushes a cart down an ordinary hospital walkway. Viviax remains seated behind her stand and beckons Guinevere to approach. By crooking the little finger of her left hand, her tongue plays over her upper lip seductively. Panel 2. Guinevere stands in the doorway as she decides to return to the normal world and leave the hellscape behind, but her face betrays her ambivalence. Panel 3. Guinevere steps back from the stairwell and calls down to Viviax. With a flash of anger, Viviax smiles at her from behind her booth. Panel 4. Viviax holds forth a demonic biochemical version of an iPad. The top reads contract and an arcane font. So we have 4 panels on page 4. You need to. No, it's not that bad. Let's see. All right. Tim Lynn wants to know what is the most difficult to write. I think definitely comedy. I don't know. And anyone else have an opinion for
I agree with comedy.
Yeah.
Oulipo literature? I don't know.
Because you get a lot of people trying to do like Deadpool style humor, or they resort to using food references as some kind of something funny, and it's not.
Yeah.
I'd probably say like anything based in history, just because of the amount of time it takes to research. If you care about things like that, which I do.
And so here is the page as turned in from the penciler. So we got page 1 is, hold on, let me pull up my script just to double check. So I will read what I wrote. So page 1, Guinevere looks to the world outside the stairwell. So we don't have Guinevere making the observation. We instead just have the world outside the stairwell.
Mm-hmm.
You see, and Guinevere is not looking. So yeah, I think I'm gonna need.
I think you just need to fire this artist and just get somebody new, Preston.
Okay, fair
It's
enough.
time.
Well, again, it's
Wait, is he in here?
no,
It was a joke. It was a joke.
yeah,
You should command EVS to draw it for you.
okay,
You should.
yeah,
Yeah.
You're the leader of War Campaign.
You could probably let him into Comicsgate, if he
but-
bends the knee.
But then he would put sex on every page or something.
Well, sex sells.
Exactly. and then panel 2. So
Surprised
now
he doesn't just do stream shirtless. Actually,
he should. So panel 2. Now we have her beckoning with the crook of her finger.
Mhm.
Panel 3. Guinevere steps back from the stairwell and calls down to Vivax with a flash of anger. I'm not seeing the emotion here that I necessarily want to see. And then panel 4, Vivax holds forth. Oh, okay. So we want 1, 2, 3. He added another panel here, which is fine. So here's her coming down, and then there's the contract being extended.
This is her coming down.
Yeah. So this is
Feels like she's coming up.
These are clearly stairs coming down because she is walking. These are her feet on the stairs, walking down to Vivax,
Yeah,
who,
sure.
who is seated. We were saying that she's seated,
Mhm.
and who holds forth the contract.
I hate layouts.
Anyway, so that's what I got so far.
Oh, Asuka's got some good advice.
What's that?
You should get that Donald DeLay guy to draw your scripts, although you'll get the layouts in about a year.
Yeah, that is one of the things. Oh wait, I have page 5. Hold on. Oh yeah, page 5 definitely. Let me definitely go over page 5.
Jalapeno milk.
Jalapeno milk.
Yeah,
That's me.
You
jalapeno.
should change it to jalapeno leche.
I'm playing on my mixed heritage. That's my YouTube channel.
Mixed heritage?
No, jalapeno milk.
Oh,
Or jalapeno milk, as Doug Garrett likes to say.
You a white-looking Mexican?
Oh, I'm half white, half Mexican.
Mecca Zimmerman. That's what they call him at home.
Yeah. Yep, I've shot nobody, I promise.
Not yet.
Where are the SWC brothers? I think one of their
Hail,
computers broke.
Hail. Hail.
Yeah, I thought they might.
Hail
be.
Tim Lim. He's back in Comic Skate now, too, I think,
Ooh,
actually,
there
right?
we go. Yeah, I don't know. I was hoping they might be here tonight, but
I saw something on their Twitter that one of their computers broke, I think.
Yeah, some in the Discord. The computer went kaplunk.
I'm not sure what it is we did. But I'm so happy that we have increased the amount of love.
It's Comic Skate, man. This is what
Yeah.
it does. This is Comic Skate Reborn. This is the magic. It starts right here.
Exactly.
Thanks to Papa Preston.
And the future is in thoughts.
And we're gonna get Sashi back. She was Comic Skate adjacent. Like
Exactly.
the closeted guys, they ran her off. We're
Yeah.
gonna get her back. We're gonna try
Absolutely.
to.
Yeah. Let's bring in Sashi.
Julius Preston.
Yeah.
Hail Sashi.
And the great thing about Sashi is you actually get artwork.
Exactly. And she's beautiful. And her voice is incredibly awesome.
Okay.
It is really awesome.
What is this? I'm not exactly sure when people use.
Let's talk about your
pronouns.
comic.
Oh, awesome! I'm so glad. Okay,
Mhm.
so I'm glad. So Guinevere too. Okay,
Victor has a new daddy.
there we go.
See? Yeah, Papa Preston. That's what we call him, Papa Preston.
Oh man! All right. Well, initially, I was like, man,
He's the glorious moon shining in the night that lights up the evening so we don't have to live in fear.
Of SJWs.
all right,
No, I don't
so-
have anything against. I didn't do anything to me. I'm not fighting that fight.
Oh, hold on.
You guys can if you want that to be in your part of Comic Skate. That's fine.
Since this is a big.
I want to get Gail
conversation.
Simone in
Here,
Comic Skate.
Let me show everybody so far the rough mock-up of the Comic Skate logo.
Oh,
'Cause
good. I
I-
hope it's better than that shitty one Fox came up with. That was trash.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is good. It's Preston Boomer some more.
Exactly.
Hail!
All right, there we go.
Oh, hail, brother.
So that's we're gonna have a little bit Renfamous, a little bit Harley Quinn. She will have blue hair.
Oh, and you got the reference to Tugger? Yeah, I like this.
Smashing a mailbox.
Mhm.
Yikes!
Oh,
Definitely.
and I will grant this license to anybody. You don't have to pay me royalties on your sales or anything.
Is there a frog jumping off that mailbox?
No, those are just,
okay.
that's just mail.
Not a bad idea, though. I like that.
Yeah.
I like where your head is.
Oh, that is a good idea. Yeah, let's we could draw on a frog.
Maybe she should have just be smashing the frog on the mailbox.
No. We're not doing that.
Just an idea. I'm just spitballing here.
But
Have it fart a rainbow out of
I don't want to earn his ire. Hail Preston! Hail Preston!
But
Preston Caligula.
yeah, exactly. But I will grant this license to anybody. She's got to include the logo, and that acknowledges my trademark. Used with permission, and deliver your book in a timely fashion. And then online, and I don't want to see you abusing any customer information, spreading libel, or leading harassment brigades, and that's what she was going to be on the logo. So,
Yeah. I think that's togetherness. That's what we need.
exactly. There we go. Oh wow. I think that's. Oh yeah. Okay. So now let me go share the screen, application window. So now,
Hail Rumble Terrier.
Now let's go over page 5. So.
Co-leader of Warforce.
Yeah. Guinevere, unsure what to do, looks down the stairs and closes the door. And then panel 2, the succubus sits comfortably behind her stand, appearing beautiful yet lethal. Her biochemical layer in which she sits shows the trappings of death and corruption surround her. A man's face, part of the overall desk itself, looks to Guinevere with an expression of horror that pleads for her to turn back. Panel 3, Guinevere stands before Viviax, who reclines behind her stand. With a wave of a hand, a freakish, malformed skull rises from the floor. So, and that becomes a seat by which Guinevere will sit on. So.
Well, I think that's wonderful, Preston. I just want to offer up another suggestion. Maybe Renfimus should be wearing like a frog onesie, like those cute ones that the Japanese chicks wear, where they're like a little fox and they look cute with the little ears. Just an idea. Spitballing.
So here's panel 1, and let's see what did I call for on panel 1?
Hail the real official amazing Adam dropping truth bombs in the chat right now.
What's he saying?
That's his full. That's the full title. The real official amazing Adam dropping truth bombs. He's the saint of Comicsgate. He's back in Comicsgate now. See, this is what I'm talking about, Preston. He brings them. He gathers them together. So Christ-like. I love this. He's a fisher of fans.
I do my best. All right. So panel 1 is Guinevere, unsure what to do, looks down the stairs, looks down the stairs and closes the door. And then panel 2, we have the succubus sits comfortably behind her stand, appearing beautiful yet lethal. The biomechanical layer in which she sits shows the trappings of death and corruption surround her. A man's face, part of the overall desk itself, looks to Guinevere with an expression of horror. So I don't see the man's face here in panel 2.
I don't see the door or the stairs in panel 1.
Right. Yeah. So I don't see the doors and the stairs in panel 1, and I don't see the face here in panel 2.
Tim Lim from the Bunderdome asks, "Wait, is this the writer stream? Y'all aren't reading lines."
Well, nobody had a script this evening, so instead I wanted to go over what happens when you go from script to layout. And he is a good penciler. Yes. All right. So yes, we don't see the face here, and in panel 1 we don't see the stairs, and then in panel 3, this is the gonna be chair that the succubus summons behind her, but in that case, Guinevere would literally be sitting on somebody's face, and I'm like, no, that's not right, and that's not big enough. It needs to be a chair, and I called for a skull, and this has, this is more of a face. See what I'm saying? So yeah.
Well, you certainly can't have Guinevere sitting on somebody's face at this point.
Exactly. Yeah. That would be just a different book. So, let's see. See if I have some of the revisions.
That's White Lily issue 5.
Right.
I have a bunch of scripts. So if we need a script, I can pull one out of Stitcher.
Sure. Yeah.
I think Preston's doing really good here.
That'd be cool. And so now you see, like, these were notes we kind of drew in. Now we want to see a face here, and then we see the stairs, we see the door, and we see
Castle Grayskull.
Yeah,
Castle Grayskull.
Castle Grayskull. But this is clearly more of a chair you would sit in, and there's far less of a zombie sexual reference.
Exact Change only asks, where can I buy the face sitting book?
Well, I could answer that question, but that would be a different kind of live stream. So, yeah. Anyway. Any questions, comments?
The real official amazing Adam dropping truth bombs says, "Kill all furries, please."
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's my comic.
That's extreme.
One of them. People seem to be kind of high on it. Maybe I should try to put that out there. I don't know if it should be should that be a Comicsgate book, or maybe I don't know. I'll have to think about that.
Anyway,
The exclusive Comicsgate cover. That's
all
fine.
right, Crypto.
I'm Crypto.
Yes, I know. Pitch us some scripts. If is there a script you want notes on?
No, not really. No.
Okay, well, if there's not a script you
I
want
just
notes
do
on,
things
don't
for the
worry about
pleasure of the people.
it. Okay, fair enough. All right.
Quiet Vicky.
All right. Anyone else got any questions or comments? Anyone?
Well, I mean, number one question is, what is the future of Comicsgate under your leadership, Caesar Victorious?
Well, if I was surprised that people would want to use it, because one of the things that I thought is the brand has become so corrupted that nobody wants to use it. But no, I mean, people do. They, John Delarose is going to be making Robotoad Wreck Manlet an official Comicsgate.
I love that
product. So
great idea.
I love that too.
It will bear the logo.
How can I not love it? I'm in the book.
Exactly. Yeah. And then Preston and Vicky are the main characters. So.
Oh, I love it. Even better.
Exactly. So.
I was unaware.
And yeah, I mean, look, it's there for whoever wants to use it. That's going to honor customer information. Not engage in libel or, fan brigading, and then we'll deliver your book on time. That's it. That's all you got to do.
What is on time? Like the day you put on your Indiegogo, or is a certain amount of grace period?
No, I'm going to say you got to be within 6 months of your estimated delivery.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and as you put out more books, you learn where your sweet spot really is.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, that's more or less what I was thinking, and I'm glad that. I mean, what I find interesting is that I think a lot of people really seem to feel attached to the brand or the ideals, even after its corruption. Because a lot of people were excited about it. Like I said, John Delarose.
You're like the doctor that invented the cure for HIV. And you just gave it to CG. That's amazing.
Exactly. I'm like, here you go, guys. So.
The Jonas Salk of CG.
Yeah. So yes, my definition of on time is very loose in my opinion. 6 months within 6 months of your estimated delivery date. I mean, if you hit it, 6 months late, I think you should be a little embarrassed. But I'm still giving that to you because, I
gotta have those updates.
Yeah, exactly. So there we go.
Okay, so we need some straight ops for real.
Okay,
we do. We need Renfamous to join Comicsgate. We need Eric Larson to join Comicsgate, and Gail Simone.
Yeah,
that's it. That's the only way that the comic industry is going to survive.
They'll never want to join comics.
There you go.
Once those people are.
Preston did just save the comic book industry.
I just saved the comic book industry.
That should
One Indiegogo project at a time.
They should all just go under a work campaign if they don't like it so much.
Yeah.
If it was so important to them,
Hey there.
Mask
I think
off.
that what you're gonna need, Preston, is you're gonna need someone who can dictate to people,
Yeah.
who can help prop up the things that you want done in Comicsgate. I think I could be able to provide that for you.
And in one of those Liam clips, one of the early ones, they were, Tug was, sitting there pearl clutching for Malin, like, oh my God, he got stabbed in the back. Malin platformed somebody and they stabbed him in the back. Like, oh, because Tug just loves to do that shit. And then they got in this discussion with Liam, and Tug at one point just goes, well, God, we something, he made some comment to me in passing, which was like, well, we certainly don't want another Preston Poulter. I'm like, why? What did I do? I mean, everybody talks about me like I'm this horrible lying scourge, but whenever I ask them specific, like if everyone saw the most recent episode of last week in Comicsgate, where Dan Fraga's like, you're talking out of your ass, and I'm like, really? Like what? And then he didn't even know what I said, so he had to go watch 2 minutes of a video and just come up with the part where you said Anna might be getting favoritism because she's attractive. I'm like, that's speculation. I'm allowed. It was also a comment in passing, and
it's probably true.
Right, and also it's probably true. It's speculation, which is probably true. So yeah. Anyway, so whoever wants to join my peace campaign, there we go. It's real simple. So Tug realized Comicsgate does the real backing, so now he's making sure to include them whenever he does. Yeah, like Tug wants back in. He wants the Littlest Umbrella reprint, maybe with color this time or something. And
hell, brother, hell, are you going to allow Tug back into the? Hey there, Preston. Please, I'm trying to feed my family. It's kind of difficult. I have people stealing my mail all the time ever since my incident.
No. Tug engages in libel. He therefore cannot use the Comicsgate brand. Sorry. His book cannot be a Comicsgate book. So.
Yeah.
Well, but we're still getting Renfamous, though, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, look, he's on the logo.
Dude, Risey is going to be so happy.
Logo,
He's had a crush on her for the longest time.
Yeah.
Well, I met her.
You met her?
I met her.
Or you met her?
What do you mean? Like physically? You saw that picture on Twitter of
I do. I mean, physically.
Yeah.
I thought you were married, Preston.
You're married?
Technically, I am still married. I'm going
to a
through
woman?
proceedings. Yeah, the whole thing. But so
the first divorce is always fun.
no, this is the second one. So
Always on the lookout for your ex, Mrs. Preston.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. Divorce campaign.
exactly. Divorce campaign.
Super divorce.
But yeah,
So you know what that means, Vicky? Preston's single.
exactly. She's got a good voice. You sound good.
Yeah.
Good
Thank
microphone.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
exactly.
I got a good microphone.
There you go. But yeah, that's going to be the future of comics. I'm pretty excited. I mean, look, these are just the original principles that we all talked about.
It is. That's exactly what you're talking about.
And so somebody left a comment. God, that video I posted yesterday, the most recent episode of last week, Comics. It's got over 200 comments now. But somebody said, I was listening to Ethan, and he said that, you two were never in a feud. That you were just too small and beneath him and irrelevant,
Right.
and that you weren't good enough for Comicsgate. I'm like, well, first off, if we weren't in a feud, then how come he called for dirt on me? All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If I'm so insignificant, how come, he's like, we're going to take down Preston. Preston's gone too far, and we're going to destroy him. All right.
How'd that work out for him?
Yeah, exactly.
Now you own Comicsgate.
Yeah, exactly. How's your war going?
Great job. Hey, Ethan. Liam, you were a big help too in destroying Ethan's Comicsgate. Two streams. It only took you 2 streams to do it all.
Yeah.
Did you hear Liam talking about taking your trust fund money?
There we go. Yeah, that was Pan on Liam's show. Yeah, they're going to take my trust fund. I'm like, okay.
Oh no, that was Liam championing that notion.
Oh, was he? Okay.
Look at this, the real amazing Adam dropping truth bombs, the saint of Comicsgate, a guy who was Comicsgate before anybody was Comicsgate.
Yeah.
He's back in Comicsgate. Can you believe this?
Yeah,
He
exactly.
says, I like this version.
No drama, no outrage. You get behind that. It's simple, right?
Hail, brother. Hail.
Yeah, I know. And the rules are so clear. So there you go.
I like that. I like the rules. You know, a guy who tried to get some rules set up, Mike S. Miller. He suggested that there be a Comicsgate constitution. Yeah, the charter.
Yeah,
I didn't like that.
Yeah, but there you go.
Wait, that means we're gonna get Mike back.
Yeah.
Yeah, CG Reborn. This is it. This is like even bigger than when Jim Lee and Rob Liefeld did Heroes Reborn at Marvel back in the 90s.
Awesome.
Way bigger. This is going to be the thing that really saves the industry.
And then we'll cross over with Marvel.
Exactly. Well, it would be interesting to see if people actually start using the Comicsgate brand going forward. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I mean, I've already changed my Twitter handle.
by the way,
it's already there.
Yeah, big. And I talked to my printer today, and the books are going to be ready tomorrow. So I'm going to go.
Which book?
Guinevere 2. So I'm going to
is that going to have the official Comicsgate seal of approval on it?
Yeah, I'm gonna print up some extra certificates to put in the books that have the Comicsgate logo and say this is an official Comicsgate book. So I will submit that with my trademark information so I can have a publication date of April 23rd.
Hail.
There you go.
Awesome.
Preston is good.
Thanks. So there you go. That's the future.
So when will they ship?
I'm gonna start shipping tomorrow.
So
I should be done shipping by like Monday. And
The books aren't in customs.
No.
Wait, you printed in the United States of America?
In the United States of America.
That sounds like Comicsgate to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
America.
So at the latest, like midweek next week.
Yeah.
It would be in my hot little hand.
Exactly. And then we will be launching White Lily 5 a week from Friday, and that will definitely be an official Comicsgate book.
With the logo and everything?
It'll have the logo and everything.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Hail Caesar. Hail Caesar Poulter.
There we go.
We don't hail, we yeehaw.
Exactly. So anyway, all right. Well, there we go for the writer stream this week. Next week, I will have some script pages. If anybody else wants to present a script for notes, let me know.
Hail.
Awesome. Well, thanks everybody. And you know what? This reminds me of a joke. I think I'm going to start this joke. When I was a kid, all right, my dad used to tell me dirty jokes all the time. And
Yours too?
yeah, absolutely. And my dad, he told me this one joke over and over again, and I always thought it was the funniest thing, even though I didn't know what figures he was referring to. But he would always tell me these jokes about Caesar and Brutus. Mm-hmm. And he'd always go, so Brutus said, "Hail, Caesar." And Caesar replied, "Hail, yes, Brutus." So, yeah. He would always start the jokes that way, so I guess that's how I'm going to respond. Whenever he's like, "Hail, like, hail, yes, crypto."
Yes,
hail, yes,
yeah, and his dad,
leader of all different war campaign.
Apparently, Dad's told a lot of dirty jokes back in the day. So
ultimate war campaign.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, at the dinner table, which was always really weird too.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, fantastic, everyone. We'll be live streaming again next week. And thanks for tuning in. This has been Preston Poulter of Pocket Jacks Comics. Thank you very much for your time.
Of Comicsgate.
There you go. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Night.
Bye.
And broadcast.